1652 AD, 55:46 AM, 12th Bucktun, 1,728,000 days. 2046 AD, 59:40 AM, 13th Bucktun, 1,872,000 days. Mayan calendar complete with 13th Bucktun. The ancient world was divided between 12 regions, but the Americas were then unknown, being the 13th region. The origin of the Maya. The Maya were 13 clans living under the 13 heavens who originally lived in North America before they migrated to Central America. In 2046 AD, the civilization of North America will be obliterated by a disaster. The United States, which began as 13 colonies of Britain, are people racially and spiritually descended from the 13 tribes of Israel, believers of a new covenant. The 13th tribe was Ephraim, the tribe of adoption. Adopting foreign people is what made the United States what it is. Using scientific data obtained from a convention of archaeologists, astrophysicists, botanists and historians who convened in 1997 AD, Frank Joseph demonstrates in his research that in the year 3113 BC, a single or series of comet meteorite impacts devastated North America, causing global quakes, temperature and climate changes, drought and blanketing of cosmic dust. His conclusion is that a cataclysm began the Mayan long count. This aligns perfectly with this thesis, which demonstrates that a cataclysm will also end the long count. There is evidence that the origin of Venus or the sight of a long tail trailing off of Venus was seen in 3113 BC. The Mayan historian Morley wrote that the Mayan civilization is lost in the remote past, not even the shadowy half-lights of tradition illuminating its beginnings. The very earliest inscriptions literally burst upon us fully formed, the flower of long-continued astronomical observations, expressed in a graphic system exceeding intricacy. Spinden wrote, "It would be accepted as self-evident that the Maya calendar could not have sprung suddenly into being, based as it is upon exact astronomical facts and intricate mathematical calculations. There was no earlier civilization in the American field sufficient to furnish even the fundamental concepts of the calendar." This was the early opinion of the baffled scholars, but now it has been discovered that the Maya merely preserved this ancient calendar from the Olmeca. The discovery of a jade figurine with a calendar inscribed upon its stomach indicates to scholars the date of 3113 BC, showing that this unique calendrical system antedated the Maya and every other archaic American system, spanning back to at least 1200 BC. Jean Reinhardt, in Science Digest, September 1967, wrote that it is a masterpiece of mathematical knowledge, and it was the Olmeca, not the Maya, who developed it. Again, they are only one more discovery away from finding that the Olmecs didn't develop it either. This 3113 BC date was 260 of the Olmec calendar, or 52 times 5. The entire length of the long count was 5200 years, that were 360 days each, or 52 by 100. 1. Secret Cities of Old South America. 2. The Mayan Prophecies for 2012. 3. The Lost Realms, Sky Watchers in the Jungles. 4. Children of the Sun. 5. Survivors of Atlantis. 6. Children of the Sun. 8. Our Haunted Planet. 3103 BC, 7:92 AM. This begins the Kali Yuga calendar of ancient India, known as the Black Age, that began with emergence of an 8-armed goddess, a bloodthirsty queen. Her symbol was an upside-down pentagram. She was remembered as the wicked deity Shiva by the Hindu, having 8 arms, a deity of destruction. She is Spider-Woman in Old America, but the early Egyptians recalled her as a male deity, the Scorpion King, 8-armed arachnid. Kali is feminine form of the Sanskrit Kala, meaning time. The Persians relate that on this date there was a disaster involving a flooding. In 290 BC, 293 BC to be precise, the Egyptian priest historian Manetho studied the Egyptian Old Chronicle that cites 113 regnal descendants in a 36,525 year period back to Pharaoh Scorpion.